Hey, good morning, New Life. I'm Kent Stones. I started coming here about 3 or 4 months ago, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in a state that whenever you mention this state, people are usually like, I've heard of it, but I've never been there, and that's Idaho. So I was born and raised in Boise, Idaho, and lived there about 25 years. I do have to say, though, that I feel I'm now a Kansas Citian. I've been here longer now than when I was in Idaho, so I've passed that threshold. Here in Kansas City, raised our family and had a really wonderful life, but the big challenge and big turning point in my life was getting divorced after 30 years. It was a very, very difficult time, and I have to say I was lost. And I have spent the last 8 years trying to figure out what to do. And across my whole life, like many stories, you'll hear, well, I went to church, read the Bible a little bit. I had to memorize Bible verses to get out of being grounded. I have to say I never fully understood what Christ's sacrifice meant. Knew the story. So several years ago, I was at a very, very low point in my life. I was going through my second divorce. Was at this point in life where I didn't know what to do. I had no idea where I had to turn next. And so through a whole series of events, I met some amazing people, and they all had this very similar thing in common. God and Christ were at the center of their life. And I went home one night, and it's just one of those miraculous things when I just turned my life over to Christ. I knew I could not do this anymore on my own. And so about a couple of years ago, that was the real turning point for me. Now, life did not get a lot easier. As we all know, suddenly when you accept Christ, suddenly life does not become rainbows, puppy dogs, and happy things. I still had a lot of things I had to deal with. I reached the conclusion that I had to spend the rest of my life serving other people. And part of that comes from I've hurt a lot of people. And that's something I feel a real connection with here. There's a deep commitment to service that resonates so deeply with me, and I think it fits with me. And so that's where I'm looking to try and align my capabilities with whatever can benefit New Life. So hopefully, and I'm a real behind the scenes guy, so hopefully I can find roles, I can find ways that I can be help that are going to help other people, that are going to contribute to the many ministries and the goals that the church has, and do it in a way that hopefully allows me to build a really super strong relationship with the people that I'm serving. The ability to be able to just serve others with love and to do it with no expectation of anything in return, that's what has changed for me, and that's my relationship with Christ.